In line, drop them kids
Drop off.
Well, I think tomorrow morning we will get some dry time, especially towards the drop-off. But, it's this morning, of course, we were dealing with some dry weather. Actually, a really nice morning. If your kids start school today, gosh, you really lucked out with one of these nice mornings, We are starting to track a lot of clouds moving in from the west, but overall, those will just result in some cloud cover and not anticipating any rain in our forecast for today. Right now, actually, we've got mostly clear skies overhead. A lot of great views coming in from across the region. We do have some patchy fog. It's been reported in a few spots, mainly in some low-lying and rural areas of southern Illinois primarily. Right now, that won't be around for very long, though. As the sun gets a little higher in the sky, we'll see that mix out pretty quickly. 65 currently in Harrisburg, 64 at this hour in Carbondale, 63 in Mount Vernon. We've got 64 as well in Paducah and Cape Girardeau. Sikeston, Missouri, reporting 64 degrees. Cloudy skies through this morning. Should see a little more sunshine coming up this afternoon, but overall, still, the clouds kind of help keep our temperatures down just a bit. Not too bad for this time of year. We're talking highs in the lower 80s. We are keeping an eye on some more wet weather as we look ahead to Wednesday. Showers, thunderstorms pretty likely, possibly a couple different rounds of storms on Wednesday, and some of those could produce some very heavy rainfall in addition to the threat for some stronger storms, especially Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. Of course, we had the round of storms yesterday morning very early before sunrise. That was tied to this big cold front. That cold front now on the East Coast produced a lot of severe weather up along the East Coast yesterday, but we're tracking some showers, thunderstorms this morning back in Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas, most of that moving away from us, but that's a stalled boundary that is starting to lift back northward, and that will set the stage for more wet weather as it gets a little closer to us tomorrow. So we stay rain-free today. Once again, a lot of clouds this morning. Should see a little more sunshine later on today. Light breeze from the south and west, at least lighter than yesterday. Yesterday, a pretty windy day with those winds out of the west and northwest. This afternoon, we're back in the lower 80s. Tonight, not quite as cool. Just a sign that the humidity is trying to move back in. That southwest breeze today is going to help that. Tomorrow morning, waking up into the upper 60s. Could see a few spots in the low 70s. This is about 6 a.m. Again, a lot of times, maybe a lot of kids getting up for their first day of school on Wednesday, and we'll likely see quite a bit of dry time initially, but then here we get closer to the lunchtime hour, and showers, thunderstorms start to make their way in. This is the first wave of showers and storms. Can't entirely rule out an isolated strong storm or two, but the biggest threat, at least with the first wave, is likely going to be pockets of heavy rain, thunder, and lightning. That scoots on through, and then during the afternoon hours, I do think we're going to see some dry time Wednesday afternoon, but then Wednesday night, this will be round number 2. A lot of uncertainty right now on how unstable the atmosphere will be. There is a lot of wind shear, something we don't talk a lot about in the month of August, but if some of these storms can redevelop Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, they will be strong with hail, damaging winds, possibly even a brief tornado or two late Wednesday evening. By Thursday daybreak, most of the rain starting to exit eastward and seeing some dry time return. But Storm Prediction Center putting us in a level 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. And there you go. Pockets of heavy rain still a possibility. So there's that flooding threat in the medium category, as where some of the areas pick up multiple storms, we could quickly pick up 1, 2, possibly 3 inches. Again, some localized totals may top that. All right, so rain on the way for Wednesday. A couple showers could linger around in the Thursday morning. Later in the week, see some dry time return Friday. We're in the upper 80s here Friday and Saturday. By the weekend, well, a few more chances for some scattered showers and storms.
And of course, you're going to be keeping a close eye on.
You know it. We will be here keeping an eye on whatever Mother Nature throws our way.
Absolutely. All right, thanks.